Do you want to know the real reason racism will never die? I can show you a group of people who don't want it to die. And let me see, can I list them for you? First of all, we got the victim, the black person who is always the victim. They need racism to stay alive. Why? Because as long as racism alive, then they can find their defense attorney. I was discriminated against, or they didn't like me because of my color, or if I get in trouble, I can get out of trouble because I'm black. I'm the victim. So the victim, the black victim, needs racism to stay alive. And then on this side, you got the white guilt-ridden conscience person. So you see, this person here needs racism to stay alive. Why? Because this white person wants to feel like that they fit in. They want black people to look at them as the savior. They want black people to look at them as a compassionate person. And so as a compassionate person, the only way to be looked upon as the compassionate person is to keep racism alive, so that when I see a black person being discriminated against, I can run to the rescue by posting my videos saying they ought to stop doing black people like that. Look at me. I'm the good white person, okay? And then you got this third group of people who need racism alive, and those are your hustlers. Those are the ones who make their money off of racism. Anytime something happens, even if there's no racism involved in it, those are the ones who come to the rescue and say, I'll help you for a small fee. Hire me. And anytime something happens within our country, you always see those people there. Why? Because they need racism to make a living. And then you got the antagonist. The antagonist doesn't even serve a purpose. They're like instigators. Anytime something happens, you see their Facebook page fill up with black this and black that. They're the people who keeps the fire stoked because they like the attention. They like all the chaos. They like all the fussing, and they like all the fighting. And so for the antagonist and instigator, racism would never go away because they get off on that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff makes them happy. It gives them joy. To be riled up all the time or to rile people up all the time, it does something for them. And then you got the pro-white and the pro-black people. You know what they do? The pro-white and the pro-black people, they're so pro-white and so pro-black till they're always coming to the defense of everybody. They don't care who it is, whether you're white or whether you're black, they come to your defense. And by doing so, they automatically alienate the other race by coming to the defense of their race. Even if their race is wrong, they still come to the defense of their race. Why? Because I'm pro-black and because I'm pro-white. And because I'm pro-black and because I'm pro-white, I'm going to defend my race at all costs. So they need racism to stay alive so they can continue to be pro-black and pro-white. And then you have the true racist. And that's that black person who don't like white people. They need racism to be alive so they can be legitimate, so they can be somebody. And you got that white person that does not like black people. They need racism to stay alive. Why? So they can be considered still legitimate, and so they can mean something in this world. And as long as those racist people are still here, racism will always be here. But you know the biggest reason racism will always be here? Because of sin. Sin will always be here. Satan is here with us, and as long as we're here on this earth, sin will prevail. So enough of the racism is still around, and I want racism to go away. Listen, if you want racism to go away, then you change. If you want racism to go away, then change your speech. If you want racism to go away, then teach your children. If you want racism to go away, then stop stereotyping people. If you want racism to go away, then let your speech be speech that edifies and not divides. Racism begins with you. And if you want it to go away, start with yourself. Start with your Facebook page. Start with the way you categorize people, because racism is not the problem. You are the problem. I am the problem. And if we want something to change, like that old saying goes, be the change you want to see. Be the change you want to see. Stop promoting race. Stop promoting division. Promote Jesus. White people need Jesus. Black people need Jesus. I need Jesus. You need Jesus. Racists need Jesus. Antagonists need Jesus. Pro-black and pro-white need Jesus. The hustlers need Jesus. The guilt-ridden need Jesus. The victim need Jesus. Jesus is the answer to the solution we seek for racism. Peace out.